Have you been caring for your orchids only to find that they still grow slowly, produce very few roots, or refuse to bloom for months? Hello, welcome to Great Garden. In today's video, I'll share a simple recipe made from common kitchen ingredients that anyone can easily prepare. Best of all, this method can help your orchids grow more vigorously, develop lush green foliage, produce thick white roots, and bloom more consistently. If you're new to orchid growing, don't forget to subscribe to Great Garden so you won't miss more simple yet effective orchid and houseplant care tips. Let's get started. First, prepare a pair of pruning scissors and disinfect the blades with rubbing alcohol. This helps reduce the risk of transferring fungi and bacteria to the plant during pruning, while creating cleaner, neater cuts. Next, remove all yellow, wilted, rotten, or damaged leaves from the orchid. At the same time, trim away any dry, rotten, crushed, or non-viable roots. This allows the plant to stop wasting water and nutrients on damaged tissues and instead direct its energy toward healthy leaves and roots. Removing damaged tissue also helps reduce the risk of fungal diseases spreading, creating better conditions for the orchid to recover and grow more vigorously. In addition, thoroughly cleaning the entire plant improves airflow around the stem and base, helping reduce prolonged moisture buildup, one of the factors that can weaken the plant in humid conditions. Careful pruning also gives the plant a more balanced shape, making it easier to repot and care for afterward, while allowing you to monitor the development of new roots and shoots more easily. Furthermore, once all damaged tissue has been completely removed, the plant experiences less physiological stress, enabling it to adapt more quickly to its new environment and recover more steadily after repotting. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. Next, gently rinse the orchid with clean water, allowing the entire growing medium and root system to become evenly moist. This helps wash away dust, accumulated salts, and fertilizer residues left behind from previous care, while providing consistent moisture that allows the roots to function more efficiently. Once the roots are properly hydrated, the plant can absorb nutrients from the next feeding more gradually and effectively, reducing the risk of fertilizer burn or root damage caused by excessive nutrient concentrations. Although simple, this is a very important step, especially for orchids that are weak or recovering, as it prepares the plant to absorb nutrients more efficiently and maintain steady growth. If you want to learn the secret to caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to watch this video carefully until the end. Your orchids will become strong, grow new roots, and bloom vibrantly all year round. After that, allow the orchid to rest so it can gradually readjust to its environment. While waiting, I'll prepare a solution to help care for the orchid. The first ingredient I'll use is coffee. Coffee is not only a familiar beverage, but is also commonly used by many gardeners because it contains organic compounds and small amounts of natural minerals. Prepare a clean glass, then pour about 500 milliliters of hot water into it. Next, add 1 tablespoon of coffee and stir well until it dissolves. Coffee contains small amounts of nitrogen, potassium, magnesium, and soluble organic compounds. When properly diluted and used correctly, this solution can contribute organic matter to the growing medium and help support healthy plant growth. Continue stirring until the coffee has completely dissolved. Finally, cover the container and let the solution steep for 1 hour. At the same time, we'll prepare another solution using oats. Oats are not only a nutritious food, but also contain a variety of organic compounds along with small amounts of naturally occurring minerals. Prepare another clean glass, then pour about 500 milliliters of hot water into it. Next, add 3 tablespoons of oats to the glass. Oats contain carbohydrates, small amounts of protein, B vitamins, and minerals such as magnesium, phosphorus, and potassium. When soaked in hot water, some of these soluble compounds are released into the liquid, creating a solution that can be used during the following plant care steps. Stir thoroughly so the oats are evenly dispersed in the water, allowing the soluble compounds to distribute more uniformly throughout the solution. Then cover the container and let it steep alongside the coffee solution for about 1 hour before use. Which country are you watching this video from? It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button to support me and not miss any orchid care tips. After about 1 hour, once both solutions have cooled completely, strain them through a fine sieve, removing all of the solids and keeping only the clear liquid. First, strain the coffee solution. Removing the coffee grounds produces a cleaner, more uniform solution without sediment, helping prevent spray bottles from clogging and reducing residue buildup on the growing medium. At the same time, strain the oat solution. Once both solutions have been filtered, combine the oat solution with the coffee solution. Mixing the two creates a more uniform blend that is convenient for watering or spraying the orchid in the following steps. Now, our plant care solution is ready. At this stage, I'll add 1 liter of clean water to dilute the mixture. Diluting the solution reduces its concentration, making it gentler on the plant while lowering the risk of stressing or damaging the root system. After diluting, stir once more until everything is thoroughly combined. The solution is now safe and ready for watering or spraying. Method 1. Wiping the orchid leaves. Take a clean piece of cotton or a soft cloth and dip it into the diluted coffee and oat solution. Then gently wipe both the upper and lower surfaces of each orchid leaf. Wiping the leaves not only removes dust, residue, and other impurities from the leaf surface, but also keeps the leaves cleaner and better ventilated, helping improve photosynthesis and gas exchange. In addition, a small amount of the dissolved compounds in the solution will remain on the leaf surface, helping support healthy plant growth when combined with proper watering, lighting, and nutrition. While wiping, handle the leaves gently to avoid scratching their protective surface, especially young, tender leaves. You only need to wipe the leaves once a week, preferably early in the morning or late in the afternoon. Avoid doing this during the hottest part of the day, so the orchid has time to adjust and benefit from the treatment. Method 2. Misting the orchid. Pour some of the diluted coffee and oat solution into a spray bottle. Then lightly mist the entire orchid, including the leaves, stem, and aerial roots. A light mist helps gently moisten the plant's surface, while allowing a small amount of the dissolved compounds in the solution to remain on the leaves and aerial roots, supporting healthy growth when combined with proper plant care. In addition, keeping the leaves clean and adequately hydrated helps improve photosynthesis and gas exchange. Mist the orchid once a week, preferably early in the morning or in the evening when temperatures are cooler. Avoid spraying during the hottest part of the day or under direct sunlight, as this may cause heat stress or allow water to remain on the leaves for too long. Method 3. Freezing the solution for later use. Pour an appropriate amount of the solution into an ice cube tray, carefully filling each compartment. If you want to learn the secret to caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to watch this video carefully until the end. Your orchids will become strong, grow new roots, and bloom vibrantly all year round. Next, place the tray in the freezer until the solution is completely frozen. With this storage method, the solution can be kept for 1 to 2 months without having to prepare a fresh batch each time, saving both time and ingredients. Whenever you need it, simply remove 3 to 5 ice cubes, place them in a clean cup, and allow them to melt naturally for about 15 to 20 minutes until they reach room temperature. Allowing the solution to thaw naturally before use helps prevent the roots from experiencing temperature shock, while ensuring the orchid absorbs moisture and nutrients gradually and safely. Then use the solution to gently water around the base of the orchid. Once the solution has returned to room temperature, it will distribute more evenly throughout the growing medium, allowing the roots to come into gentle contact with the nutrients. Although this may seem like a small step, it is especially important for orchids that are weak, have recently been repotted, or have just undergone root pruning. You can apply this method once every 2 to 4 weeks, together with proper watering and general plant care to support healthy orchid growth. Method 4. Soaking the root system. With any remaining solution, place the orchid pot, or simply the root system if the orchid is bare root, into the solution and soak it for about 15 to 20 minutes. Soaking allows the roots to come into even contact with the solution, helping them absorb water and some of the dissolved nutrients more effectively. At the same time, thoroughly hydrated roots become plumper and healthier, reducing dehydration while creating favorable conditions for continued growth. After soaking, remove the orchid and allow it to drain completely before returning it to its original location. This method should only be used once every 2 to 4 weeks to prevent the growing medium from remaining excessively wet. Results. After about 2 months of consistently applying this method together with proper watering, lighting, and overall plant care, you'll begin to notice significant improvements. The first noticeable change will be the leaves. New leaves will grow greener, thicker, firmer, and glossier. Wrinkled, soft, or slow-growing leaves will gradually recover as the orchid becomes healthier and more vigorous. Next comes the root system. New roots will emerge more frequently, with bright green or greenish-purple root tips that are thick, healthy, and firmly attached to the growing medium. A strong root system allows the orchid to absorb water and nutrients more efficiently, providing the foundation for long-term healthy growth. Once the orchid becomes strong enough, you'll also notice more flower spikes beginning to develop. These spikes will be sturdier, longer, and less likely to bend or weaken, giving the plant a better ability to support beautiful blooms. When flowering begins, the blooms will open more evenly, display richer colors, and develop thicker, longer-lasting petals. With continued proper care, the flowers may also remain attractive for a longer period, while the orchid continues to grow steadily from season to season. Keep in mind that results may vary depending on the orchid variety, lighting conditions, temperature, humidity, and your overall care routine. This solution is intended only as a supportive treatment and should not replace a balanced fertilization program or proper orchid care. What do you think about this method? If you've tried it before or have your own orchid care techniques, feel free to share your experience in the comments so everyone can learn together. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to Great Garden, and share this video with other orchid lovers so we can all grow healthier, more beautiful orchids together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.